Thank you. Thank you. The sound. The sound. How does this sound? Take the headphones out. Okay, sorry. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello, it's Lewis Schaffer. Hello, Joe. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Joe and Darklands. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Darklands and beautiful Darklands. Kate Gwynn is here. Beautiful Kate Gwynn. Yay. Yay, everybody. Let's applaud Lewis Schaffer. I'm applauding you. Let's applaud each other. Let's applaud each other. Welcome to the Lewis Schaffer Uncooked. 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 I weigh 76.5 kilograms. I'm doing so well. It's that book that I have. It's the, what is the book called? What is the book called? There's Lewis Schaffer over there. Can you see? Can you see Lewis Schaffer? Can you see? Can you sign up for Twitter so I can send you? Can you send me a message on Twitter so people can see that Gnome Hunter is here? Fantastic. It's really great. Gnome Hunter. That's basically everybody that's here so far. But we're going to build. We're going to build. We've got over 23 million followers. 23 million followers. So I want to thank every single one of those millions of followers. I want to thank you for the millions and millions of followers. Okay, let's get back on track. And okay. So we're gonna have a really good stream. I've had 3 cups of tea. I've had no cups of coffee today. I've had 3 cups of tea. I went out and I walked a little bit too. I walked for about an hour. I don't know whether that helps. I haven't been walking that much. 4,800 steps. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Girl from Mars is here. Alan Williams is here. Vantanai with a V, but it's a W. And he says hello. That's a lot of subs, Lewis. 23. I don't know where they discovered me. That's the power of the internet. They know greatness. You people are here. You're the lucky ones who passed through the screening process to get this close, to be able to look at Lewis. Look at how great I look. Let's be honest. Well, let's not be honest. Blackadder is here. Gnome Hunter. It's a lot of subs. I mean, and it's come so fast. Only 180 days to get 23 million. That's the population of a country that has 23 million people in it. That's how many people that is. Not that Lewis is vain. I'm not vain. I don't think I deserve 23 million people. Okay? And the Mossad, maybe they help me out, but it's every single one of these people. We have them checked. Well, we don't have them checked, but we should have them checked. I would do. You now, Girl from Mars is like falling in love with Lewis Schaffer. And we all can fall in love with Lewis Schaffer. I'm just a guy on a TV screen. Everybody, if you're going to fall in love with me, make sure. Fresh Coconuts is back. Lewis Schaffer. Hi. What are your thoughts of Liz Truss's new YouTube channel? I haven't seen it. I don't see anybody else's YouTube channel. I should. I don't. I'm really bad that way. I'm really bad. I want to apologize. I should watch all my friends' YouTube channels. It's Zionist propaganda. Is this show Zionist propaganda or is it anti-Zionist propaganda? Mr. Cuff is here. Should I watch Liz's? I mean, basically, they destroyed her and she had some good ideas. I don't know why they destroyed her. It's just, because they wanted Rishi Sunak to get in. And did he do a great job? No, he didn't do a great job. He did not do a great job because he could have just said this is. But I mean, he can't do a great guy because prime ministers are appointed. Ladies will fight over Lewis. Yes, please fight over me. Fight over me. Just don't scratch yourselves. You don't have to scratch yourselves. I mean, little wrestling. Who doesn't love wrestling? If you're going to fall in love with me, make sure Fresh Coconuts is back. Yes, that's a great name. I don't know. Are you handsome, Fresh Coconuts? Lucy Van Pelt is here. I paid for 30 new subscribers from Uzbek bot farm. You got scammers. You didn't even get 30. Did you get the 30? Every one of mine is real. 23 million. You can just check. You can check and see if it's true or not. Holding the fort until Claire arrives. What does do you mean? Do you mean? I don't know what that means. What does that mean? I forgot what I don't remember what I'm saying. I say things. That's why you always have to repeat what I said. Like you said, Lewis. Like you said, Lizzie Trust and good ideas don't belong in the same sentence. Her ideas would have worked if we were in the 1970s. Yeah. I mean, we got bigger problems than what she was discussing. It seems like another world ago. Another world. We've had a year and a half of Keir Starmer. I mean, horrible. I'm going to be more loving about Keir Starmer. Lucy, you can't trust the web brigadiers, Noam Hunter says. They are vile people. You know what I'm going to do, Lucy? I'm going to give you 1 million of my subscribers. I'm going to give you 1 million. You can have 1 million. Look on your thing here. Let me just send my 1 million to you. Okay? If you're included as one of the 1 million that's going to Lucy, you can also resubscribe to me. And the way you resubscribe is by pressing like and subscribe. And then you can resubscribe. So I'm going to give you, Girl from Mars, 1 million. And you know what? I'm going to give Kate Gwynn 500,000 of my subscribers. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a great guy. Who said I'm a great guy? I think Girl from Mars deserves it. And I think that's what we all should do. We all have to be open and give to people. We can't just... I'm not being greedy. So I'll have 21,500,000 subscribers. Alan Williams missed last night's show, so I congratulate Joodles on a magnificent victory last night. Yeah. 4-1 for Manchester United, like anybody cares. Like anybody cares. I don't care. What did Joodles do? What did Joodles do to make the team win? Well, I guess you know what it is. I mean, I know how British football is that you can make your team win by singing, by going to the games and shouting and telling everybody you're a Manchester United supporter. Joodle says, thank you, Alan. It was all my own work. There you go. So she knows exactly what I'm saying. She knows. I went to, as you know about me, I went to the Chelsea game playing Crystal Palace. Do you remember that? Maybe 2 or 3 years ago? And it was a lot of work. Just screaming and screaming. It was hard also because all of the, I don't know, what do you call the people watching a football game? They were chanting, Lewis, Lewis, Lewis. I say, no. We're here to watch the game. Lewis. They didn't care about the football when they saw that I was there. That's why I shouldn't be dressed this way. It seems unfair. Why? And Lucy, I'm giving Lucy 1 million. Because Lucy would appreciate the 1 million, and Kate will get more over time. I have a very strong relationship with Lucy. I've known Lucy for a very long time. In this scenario, she's what's happened here? She's followed me. She's followed me since the beginning. What has happened here? There we go. She's followed me since the beginning. Don't take it personally. My love for Kate Gwynn will grow. I've got 23 million. I'm in 180 days. The way things are going, there's going to be millions to give to everybody. Millions. Okay. I'm not, so that's just the way it is. Mr. Cuff, I can't give you any right now because if I gave you that, everybody would just jump in and say, why don't I get some? And I don't play those games. She's a ball whisperer, MC Scott. Is that what you're saying about Joodles to get the team to win? Because Lewis is horrible. I am horrible. Joodles thinks that I'm horrible. Because I think that women are different than men. And women, I'm not saying all women think alike, but all women do All women do what they do. Us mid-table rabbles, us mid-table need to stick together. Well, at what point does the mid-table start? Crystal Palace Crystal Palace is in sixth place. Can you believe that? Is in sixth place. Hold on one second. Live chat is on. Top fans is on. Look at all the people who are the top fans. Lucy Van Pelt is 13th. I have this thing. Viewers hidden. This says only 2 viewers on my stream here. That's so wrong. That is really, really, really wrong. Let's go up here. I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to see what's going on. No, Joodles and I had a fight. We had a fight. Did we have a fight? We had a fight. We had a fight over, I think, about what red pill. Should we discuss that? I don't know if we should even be discussing what that means. We've got 30 people watching the show. 30 people. That's amazing. Now you're saying, well, only 30 people? That's a lot of people. That's anybody who knows the internet live streaming game knows that 30 people watching out of 23 million people watching is a really high percentage. It's a really high percentage. You don't get 30 out of 23 million. Yes, 29 here. Yes, but it says up on top of my page here. Can you see my finger? Follow my finger. Follow my finger. I don't know if you can follow it. Right there. Up there. So we could discuss that, whether all women are women. And the thing about women is not all women do womanly things, but there is a certain type of thing that's a womanly thing. A certain type of thing. Girl from Mars, very, very womanly. Very womanly. You missed the point, Cuffy. Would you want any of us absolute nutcases? Okay, we could figure that out in a second. So Vatanai comes in and says, I am blowing the trumpet for you, Lewis, everywhere I go. To all the corners of the kingdom I cry, prepare you, the way for Lewis. Yes, and that's why we got 23 million, and that's why we've got 29. I lied. I said there were 30. That's what I do. I'm a liar. I think 30 sounds better than 29, but I'm a liar by one. That's that's about 4%. I'm a 4% is 1 out of 1. If you add 1 on, no, 10% is 3. It's about 3%. I lied 3%. You missed the point, Cuffy. Who would want any of us absolute nutcases? What does that mean? Who are we talking about? I don't know. Are we talking about football or are we talking about here on the stream? We had a fight. I missed that entirely. You must have been fighting with yourself, Sunshine. Well, the idea of calling yourself Sunshine is a very female thing. All women, that's a very womanly thing to call, say, Sunshine. So not all women call men, when they get into a fight, Sunshine, but it seems to me only women call themselves Sunshine. But some guys also can call a woman Sunshine. But generally speaking, it's a very womanly thing. You are definitely on some shit tonight. Yeah, I am. I went out. I had 3 cups of tea. And I thought to myself, I was so negative last night. I don't even know what we were talking about. I was fighting with you. I was fighting with the people who were there. Do you remember what I was fighting about? I don't even remember what I was fighting about. Dolls like you and me. Yeah, when you see a guy reach for stars in the sky, you can bet that he's doing it for some doll. Call it this, call it that, but it's better than even money that a guy's only doing it for some doll. That's true. And that's a guy thing. That's a real guy thing. Guys do that. We had a conversation, Vot and I can only assume that Lewis was screaming away to himself. No, No, but I know women get angry at me. They get really angry at me. I don't want you to get angry at me, but you get angry at me. England are doing badly in the Ashes. Mitchell Stark is too good. Stark is too good. Who? I guess that's Australia. That's just one team. It's like a one-team tournament. We're beautiful losers, Lewis. What, the Man United? You'll win again. You'll win again. Remember, you remember what you did, what happened to Man United in Munich, and then you won again. What's not a woman thing? It's not a woman thing to call someone sunshine, Mr. Cuff. Do you ever call anybody sunshine? I think it's Carnegie doing the spiking. I don't know. He bought himself a leather jacket. He went out and bought a leather jacket. Ruben, no, 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 no. I mean, maybe not. He's not here right now. Alan is a toffee, Lewis. A toffee is someone from, a taffy is someone from Cardiff, or is that someone from Wales? A toffee is an Everton supporter. Am I right? Is that right? I'm not 100% sure about this. How am I supposed to know about this? I should know about it. I used to know about that. Either that or this is what happens when you stop eating carbs. Lots of things can happen badly. I'm down to 76.5 kilograms. Everton. It's an Everton supporter. Okay, so there you go. I was right. I was right. I was right. But I wasn't 100% sure about it, but I was right. Oh, Gnome Hunter says, get ready to say it for the 364,784th time, Joodles. What a taffy is? I mean, you want Everton to do well. That would be nice if Everton did well. Everton should change the name of its team to Liverpool Everton, so that people know exactly where it is. Women are wonderful. Women are wonderful, says Vatnai. They're perfect in every way. Some men can't get their heads around that, especially obstinate ones. Oh, because I've been called an obstinate. Lucy called me an obstinate person. When conflicts happen, it's always man's fault, says Vatnai. You basically got to say that. You got to say that. But if you do say that, they don't like that either. That's the problem with women. You can't make them happy. Ruben says, well, I'm sure the Aussies worked that out against New Zealand before anyhow. Stupid tactics against the Aussies at home. Okay, I don't know. This is cricket. I mean, am I a fan of cricket? I'm not an enemy of it. I've played cricket one match. I watched it another match. It's like all sports. You got to get into it. You've got to get into it. You know, you can't say, oh my God, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love cricket. Do you love cricket? Do you love cricket? Do you love cricket? So that's number one. Number two is make sure you figure out how to get on the Discord. I don't know if Kermit's going to be here today, but I could check on the Discord. There are only 5 teams in the football league with an X in its name. 5 teams in the football league with an X. Wrexham. What's going on here? Football teams with X in their names. I'm going to look it up. What is it? What is the answer to that question? How many are there? There are currently 3 teams and 3 in non-football. Exeter, Oxford. I'm reading this thing. Yeah, that's good. That's a really good question. That's a really good question. Exeter, come on, keep on going, everybody. I mean, if when you hear it, you think to yourself, how could I not have known that? Oh, there's Kermit. Thank you, Kermit. join the Discord thing. Let's go to the Discord and make friends with people. I don't know what's going on there, but talk amongst yourself. Crew does not have an X in them. Oxford, says Ruben. Yes, Oxford. Judel says Exeter. Excellent, excellent. I said Wrexham, but they're not in. I don't know where Wrexham is. Where's Wrexham? They supposedly sold part of Wrexham. How much did they get for Wrexham? It's got an incredible brand. It's an incredible brand. The Wrexham brand. I know where Wrexham is. Is Wrexham in England or is it in Wales? Let's find out. Is Wrexham in England or in Wales? I'm going to look that up. Or you could tell me. Why don't you tell me? Tell me, is Wrexham in England or Wrexham is... And then I'll pretend to believe you. I'll pretend to believe you. Where is Wrexham? Hexham is another team. Where is Hexham? Just north of North Wales. Wrexham is in Wales, says Jules. Okay. It's in Wales. Let's go Wales. Let's go Wrexham. Let's go Americans buying football teams. I went to Goodison. That's where they play. Everton plays. I know that. When the toffee girl used to walk around the pitch and throw sweets into the crowd. Middleborough, says Lucy. Not a great joke, but made me laugh. It didn't make me laugh. I didn't laugh, but I did smile. I did smile. Thank you, Lucy, for that. Middleborough, like it's a French name. It's like it's French. One of them is also a well-known building society. Maybe we could all Google it too. Judels liked it. Yeah, Judels liked Lucy's joke. Wrexham is clearly rightful Bosnian land. Halifax. That's right, Halifax. My mortgage. I'm not going to say anything about that. I'm not going to dox myself. Crew again. There's no X in crew. Is there an X in crew? Is there an X in crew? Let's just see. Is there an X in crew? Okay, so we discussed that. So let's discuss that. Can we just say the flu season is coming? Are we going to wear masks? Do we believe in flu? Bradford and Bingley United. I used to have a really funny joke about that, if you can Google Lewis Schaffer's joke. I would say I've been all over. Hold on. I'll tell you right now what I said. Don't even remember what I said. I might even say it. Let's see. And that was my joke. I used to have a joke. I remember when I first came to Britain. He was my joke. When I first came to Britain, I was so lonely. I was looking for a friend. I just wanted a friend. And I went all across the country looking for a friend. I went to Woolwich looking for a friend. I went to Skipton. I went to Leeds. I went to Yorkshire. I went to Dudley. I went to Bradford. I went to Bingley looking for a friend. I don't know. That's just half of the joke. That's just like the setup of the joke. And it was all about the building societies in the thing. List of UK members: Bath, Beverley, Buckinghamshire, Cambridge Building Society. I'm looking at the list. I think I started with Chelsea, Chorley and District Building Society. That's up in Lancashire. That's all in Lancashire. So that's what I'm saying. And then I went looking for a friend. I don't even remember. Maybe I could find it on the thing. Let's find Lewis Schaffer joke about building societies. Looking for a friend. Let's see if there's a joke. Where is the joke? I'll have to look for it. I'll have to look for it. It's not the best joke in the entire world. There's at least one club that's both in England and Wales, so had different COVID rules. What club is both in England and Wales? Alan Williams, you have to tell us what that is. How do you think he prepares to go on stage? I mean, I don't even remember. I've been on stage in such a long time. I mostly worry. I mostly worry. That's how I prepare for everything, and I think it's actually good preparation. Claire is here. Where have you been, Claire? Hi, lovely chat people. She says hello. Claire says hello. How do you think? I don't prepare. I do prepare. Basically, I've got. I used to. This is what I used to do. I used to type out all my jokes. This is a list of jokes from what year is it from? This is when I was going to Australia, 1999. So that's 25 years old, I think. Or maybe it was done afterwards. And I would just read the jokes over. I'd read the jokes saying, what's a good joke? Yeah, yeah. Do one to others. I mean, some of these jokes are just too dirty. I can't even say what these jokes are. I'm gonna put on my glasses to make it easier for me to read. I've never been to Australia, but I threw a. No, 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 no. It wasn't that way. I mean, this could be. This could. I don't remember when this was. But that's what I would do. I'd read these jokes, and then I'd make a list of the jokes. And then when I get up there, I would forget all the jokes I had to tell, and I just look at the audience. I would look at the audience, basically. Here's more jokes. Oh no, here's not jokes, but this is what I was looking for. How to potty train your baby. This is in my drawer. This is in my drawer. When you come to Lewis Schaffer, I'll give you a tour of all of this. I'm going to put my glasses to make it easier not to say what these jokes are. Yeah, because you don't want to hear it because they sound horrible and they're 25 years old. Every time, all the jokes you say in the past are offensive, especially now. Or I could say, look at how great I am. Look at how great I said this 25 years ago. 25 years ago. I've got so much stuff here. Can you see how much stuff I have? That's not even everything. I've got pages and pages. Pages and pages of stuff. I should just throw this stuff out. No one would care. No one would care. Maybe I should sell it. I was thinking, because I just collect junk. It could be a shopping list. Could be a shopping list. I'm sure I saw hemorrhoids cream somewhere on there. No. Don't have hemorrhoids. I do not. Even though I don't have runny. I'm not going to talk about that down there. You threw up down under. Maybe I shouldn't have been down under, Lucy. Maybe I shouldn't have been there. Those letters of complaints. Yeah, well, I got a huge complaint from the mayor of Frankston in Australia. He said they were going to make a collection to send me back to America. They were so unhappy. I mean, just lots and lots of stuff. It's just like the past. How can anybody throw stuff out? I don't understand how you could throw stuff out. Here's a picture of me. Here's a picture of me with a cat. That's for Joodles. Joodles loves cat. Yeah, the mayor, and it was a big article in the newspaper. There's my cats. There's my cats. I had 3 cats. These are 2 of the cats. There's my cats. Can you see that? I love cats. There's Phoebe and Phoebe too. And I should throw these things out. There's a picture of me of a girl. I don't even remember who the girl is, but it's a girl. She's not naked. She's not naked. There's a picture of my business cards. My business cards. There's a picture of my business card. Are you interested in that? I don't know whether this is coming out. Try calling one of those numbers. See if you get me. I don't think you. I wouldn't show it if it was one of my real phone numbers. Real phone numbers. I don't know. There you go. I'm just going through my stuff. That's the mood that I'm in. I'm not in a great. I'm in a good mood. Do I seem like I'm in a good mood? You know, my friend Angela told me she made a list of things I need to do comedy. She said the audience wants me to be good because I was like so insecure back then, as I am now. I don't know how you can listen to this shit. I don't know how you can listen to it, but I was so insecure. And so she said, and I hadn't performed. She thought I was, my friend Angela, she thought that I was a real estate developer. She thought I was rich and famous. That's what she thought. Lewis, no, Lewis, don't throw out photos of your cats. Why not? Why not? I barely remember them. I barely remember them. Claire, you can't throw out photos of pets. Why can't I? Why can't I? I'm going to throw them out. I shouldn't throw. Do I need to save them all? All these photos? I got tons of photos. I don't even have tons of photos. I mean, what happens when we die? What do we do? We're all collectors with a lot of chazarai, which means pig stuff. Put this in the whatchamacallit. Lucy says, hi, Claire. Okay, audience wants me to be good. I don't need to do. This is what she said to me, and I wrote it down, and I put it in a plastic thing. Can you see this? I don't know whether you can see that. Can you see that? Okay, I'll read it to you. Just dump everything in a skip, John Miller says. Yeah, because people don't care. And I'm constantly finding stuff and adding and adding. Can you see what a mess this place is? I should have the place cleaned up, but I don't. You know what I found? Look what I found. Look what I found. Look at this. I found this in Peckham Rye Park. Look at how beautiful these are. These are Nikes. They smell like cigarettes. These are Nikes. How do you say it? Nikes. Then Nikes. They're size 9.5. They're UK 8.5 people, but they're US 9.5. And they're 74, 96, 88, 00010. Let's see what that is. Let's see if I maybe could sell these on Vinted. You can come look me up on Vinted. Yeah. How about look? That's actually a good idea. I'll look this up on Vinted. Okay. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Let's get back on track. Here's something that I was thinking about talking about today. Would you like to meet with the police voluntarily? Why would you meet with the police voluntarily? So we're going to look here. We're going to look here. Nike. Is it pronounced Nike? Nike trainers. And then the code. The code, which is 74968. Okay. Do any of you people know this? That's 749-688 hyphen, thank you, 010. In white. Let's just say white. I've got to fill it in. I'm gonna have to fill it in. I'm gonna fill it in. Okay, let's just put it here. Maybe I should put it on eBay. Let me check on eBay. No, I'm gonna check on Vinted. Just bear with me for a second. Searching. Here we go. Okay. Oh my God. New, almost new. Well, we're doing almost new. We're doing almost new. These are so beautiful. 1649. 1649. That's how much someone's asking for. It's 1649. Are any of you people size 8.5? 8.5. Yeah, maybe this should move. This should be a shopping channel. How about that? Look at that. That's so on. So they're nice. I don't know how you could buy a new pair of sneakers. Now I'm confused because I've been buying. I don't buy new trainers, but I mean I do find them in the street. How could you throw this out? Here's another one. Oh, this is a Primark. This is a Primark. This is an 8.5 Primark. Let's check this out. Primark men's trainer. This can, you know what it's like? It's like this is the exact same thing, and I thought it was expensive. It's a UK 9. UK 9. And what is it called? This is a made in China. RN code. Let's just see what this is. £2.50. I tell you, Nike has done an amazing job of making money. Okay, we're back. That was really bad. So, can I read you what Angela said? She said, "Audience wants me to be good." Yeah, I don't need to do much. This is what Angela said. She's brilliant. I only need to not throw it away. Well, that's what I was doing even then. This is in 2008. I was throwing it away. 2, I say I'm nervous. And I'm allowed to be. These are the rules I should follow right now. I'm nervous. I'm talking to people. I hope you listen. That's what I'm saying. I want, this is what I'm doing. Okay. Number 3, be happy to see the audience and be grateful they are there. That's what Angela says. She's right. I'm grateful. Look at my spot on my head. I'm grateful that you're here with me. I'm totally grateful. Okay. Don't ask the audience if I might, or ask okay if I'm right. Don't ask the audience if I'm right. I'm always asking you people, do you agree with me? She's a woman. She's a smart woman, very smart woman. I am not shambolic. Somebody described me at that time as being shambolic. I'm free flowing. I'm jazz. This is what she said that I was. I was jazz. Number 6, she says, tell jokes. I mean, it's not easy to follow all these things. Calmness is good. What is my goal from stand-up comedy? To make money. That's the number one thing. I don't know whether she said this. To sell tickets. To win awards. To get good reviews. And in order to do that, you've got to be funny. Funny, heartfelt. Remember, this is art. I'm an artist. Am I right? I don't know. I'm an artist. But this is Angela. She was right about this. She was right. Yeah, this is descending into watching an old man pottering around, browsing his shit again. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry, I know I should be like Stephen Allen Green. Not Stephen Allen. Steve and Allen. Stephen Allen Green is somebody else. I should be like that. But I'm art. She said it myself. She said I'm free flowing. I'm not shambolic. I'm jazz. This is jazz. What do you want me to talk about? I'll talk about it. Late stage capitalism can't even buy half the product. I was asking for a singular leg worth of trousers and got told to F off, says Gnome Hunter. Joodles does Malcolm tent with the cat. She's got a cat named Malcolm. We know everything about her. Six Badges from France is here. It's a guy. Lucy, is this a pigeon? I don't know, because I came in late. I don't know. We should start fresh with the stream. I'm sorry. This has been the worst show that we've done. This is the worst show because I'm not focused. I'm all in myself and in my own head. Am I right? I'm art. Well, that's what she said. I'm art. You read the reviews of Lewis Schaffer. You read them. And they, whatever they say. I'm trying my best to be as authentic as possible. Kermit says, we do know quite a lot about her. It's true, but not everything, no. You don't know everything about her. And can you ever know everything about any person, especially women? You can't. They keep secrets. Is he yelling again? I can't tell with the sound turned off. Is this... Ruben, we need to compile a booklet of quotes from him. Well, that's my comedy act, is books of quotes. Brock already has done it, Judel says. Yeah, I think you can. Can you do some scat singing? Bobbity beep bop. Is that scat? Shanks, thank you, Shanks, for thinking about that. I mean, there's different kinds of jazz. And people come to my shows, or they used to come to my shows, and I don't know what people expected. What do people expect? I want jokes, Lewis. Read your jokes out. We're the ideal audience. You're not the ideal audience because I can't see you. I don't know whether you're laughing or not. I don't know what this thing is. I don't know this thing. I mean, there's jokes about Celine Dion, Linda Tripp, and Kenneth Starr. Do you know who those people are? Every beautiful woman has her imperfections. Sidney Crawford has that mole. David, you have Lewis Schaffer. That's your imperfection. You love Lewis Schaffer. I don't know if I want to read these things. A lot of these are about me possibly being gay at the time. Says that I used to say, I look 26 years old without my blue blazer on. I look 6 without my pants. I mean, some of these things are just plain dirty. Let's see. Look at Woody Allen. I mean, it used to be great to be Jewish. Now Woody Allen's got to date his own kids. These are old Woody Allen jokes. Look, I'm not getting fatter. I was getting fatter at that time. The world is getting smaller. My tombstone will say Lewis Schaffer not dead. Now, it's horrible. It's horrible. I did this with I mean, really, I don't know. The thing about jokes is you've got to say them in front of an audience to see if they're still funny. I mean, all the millions of jokes I can't say anymore. There is a book of Donald Trump's quotes called Trumpisms. You should do one and call it Schafferisms. Could do that, or you could do that. You could write Lewis Schaffer's jokes. Send Lewis Schaffer part of the money if you make any. I want jokes, says Alan Williams. No, you're not getting. Alan will know better, says Joodles. I haven't listened to him in a while, actually. What, Donald Trump or me? or me? I used to just be good looking. I think I used to be good looking. I'm not sure. So, what do we believe about the flu? Are we worried about the flu? I'm going to tell you, stop worrying about the flu. It was a begging, tragic situation, says Joe. So I had to cave in. Yes, Kate, I like him a lot, though his Discord is hard work with the mods. With the mods. Is that who you're talking about? Not me. You're talking about somebody else. Some people are losing too much weight. Apparently, Africa are doing a pop concert to raise money for Ariana Grande. That's a joke. That's a good joke. She looks horrible. She was so delightful, Ariana Grande. She was absolutely delightful, I thought. But, okay, Lewis, I will write your Schafferisms, but I will need to interview you. You're not going to hear any Schafferisms when you can go. There's some interesting articles there. There's an article about the Guardian. The Guardian called me up and interviewed me. Guardian. This is when I wasn't a right wing, fanatic. Guardian, Lewis Schaffer. Comedy profile. Self, and this was printed in the Guardian when it was actual newspaper. Look at me. Look at this. Can you go? I'll post this so you guys can see it. I'm not sure you'll be able to, but I think I was an actual somebody. I was coming back. This was like my third opportunity to come back. Can you see this on the bottom? What did Claire say that sailed over my head, Joodles? What did you say? Let's see. What did it say? What did Claire say? I missed it. Okay. I think your strength is improvisation, Led says. Your random, chaotic rants are hilarious. Think of the subject that you're passionate about and just roll with it. Well, that's what Angela was saying. Just roll with it. It's jazz. A jazz musician doesn't have a script or whatever you call that musical stuff that they do. King, Starmer. Oh, no. King, Starmer, love, carbs, women, Trump, Velikovsky. Well, those are all things that I think about. I think about everything. Don't you think about everything? I wanted to interview Lewis about coughing. Funny enough. Yeah, don't cough. Do not cough. Coughing gives you cancer. Coughing gives you a cold. Just hold it in. Drink a lot of water. Whatever you can do to stop coughing. Sneezing too, very bad for you. It spreads the bacteria all over the place. Who's going to argue with me? That's what I believe. I tell my son, stop coughing, stop coughing, stop coughing. I say that to every one of you people. You want to be happy and healthy? Don't get sick. You know what I mean by that. You don't have to. Let's say you got a little irritation in your throat. It's not that you're being blocked by mucus. Do you know that it's not mucus that's blocking your nose? It's your nose is swollen. It's swollen. So it's not mucus. Have you any stories from your Battlestar Galactica days? I never saw that program. I don't know. I didn't like the way it looked. I never saw it. I loved Star Trek back in the day before it became a cult thing. And now I won't see Star Trek, but I like those early Star Trek, the first 3 years of it. It's like that discordant jazz that's difficult to listen to. That is exactly true. And if you come for something that's not this discordant, then you're going to be disappointed. Dr. Schaffer knows best with an upside down smiley face. I know what's best. I'm feeling calm and chilled. So I'm arguing with no one today. You're not even going to argue with me. I want you to argue with me. I like when you argue with me. Joe. Dame Claire, if you want to interview him, but he's not responding, can I suggest you get in contact with his agent? Think his name is Chinese Elvis. He's not my agent. I wish I don't know. Lilith is back. But thank you, Ruben, for saying that. I mean, you can get in touch with me directly. Lilith. Hello, Lilith. Welcome back. You can argue with me. Now the people are arguing amongst themselves. You don't differentiate between a tickly cough and a productive cough, though. Not to cough when there is mucus is not good. The point is to expel from your nose and lungs. No, it isn't. What makes the nose... I used to believe this. And then, because they said, wear tape on your mouth. And I thought, no, I'll die. Because I thought I had to breathe out of my mouth. But you don't have to breathe out of your mouth. Your nose is big enough. You wouldn't fart if you don't eat carbs. That exactly is true. Is that one of those quotes? Is that funny, Joodles? Don't eat carbs and you won't fart and you won't burp. Carbs are undigestible stuff. They're undigestible. What's a tickly cough? A tickly cough is when you think I should cough. I got a little something. I got something in there. Or you think if I cough, I'll be able to breathe better. But you know what? When I had COVID, whatever COVID is, I had a very bad cold in March 2020. And I still used mouth tape. You know my mouth tape. I tape up my mouth. I was still able to breathe. That's what a tickly cough is. I have a thickly cough throat at the moment. Don't cough. Don't cough. My son is still coughing, and he's been sick for like 3-4 weeks, and he's not sick anymore. You break the cells. Keep in mind, I'm not a doctor. I don't have a medical license, so you're going to say, oh, you gave me wrong advice. But here's the advice that I'm giving you. I'm giving you the advice that you don't want to irritate. Irritation causes inflammation, and inflammation causes death. So stop irritating yourself. Can you actually provide any sources that prove that carbs will be the death of us all, instead of blasting the medical institution conducting Team World peons? Yeah, of course I can. Carbs cause death. They cause diabetes. And that's a death causer. Well, you don't believe that diabetes causes death. I mean, look yourself on the thing. Let's look. Let's go up here. Oh, I'm not allowed to do this. Well, you can look for yourself. Everybody look for themselves. Carb diets cause sugar, and sugar causes diabetes of all different kinds, including dementia, cancer, arthritis, and those things cause death. Lewis, do you tape your mouth up every night before bed? Yes, every single night. It is so sexy. It's just like a tape. You must have seen me with the pictures of me doing the tape. I had sleep apnea. I needed a mask, a sleep apnea mask. Who of you have a CPAP machine? You don't need it. You just need to tape your mouths up. You need to go low carb. Not that I sleep great, but I don't sleep great, but not that I sleep great. Was that a burp? No, that wasn't a burp. That was a, did I burp? Do you? Yes, I do to every single night. And what's good about taping your mouth up is that every time you want to go, like I sit there and I think I want to go and get something to eat. I want to eat something because I'm a foodaholic. I'm not as much as I used to be, Joe. But when you've got tape on your mouth, it stops you from randomly eating. And you need to breathe through your nose because there's something about uric acid. It's good. Coughing expels germs and bacteria from your airways to prevent further infection. No, it doesn't. It pushes the bacteria throughout your body. Sneezing, coughing, it pushes it through your sinuses. I disagree with that. I disagree with that. Do you tape up elsewhere? Sometimes you gotta, just to feel pretty, maybe. Sometimes, remember, I put the tape back here to look younger. To look younger. That's who told me to do that. Did Joe tell me to do that? Lorna? Who? When you can't cough it up, the end is nigh. If you have something in your throat that's, if you swallow a toy, a children's toy, you should cough and go make your way to the doctor. But if you haven't swallowed any, this is what I believe. Am I the only one here who knows about this? That's why I'm a healthcare genius. But thank you, John Miller. Data was cool. Oh, what do you do? What if we need to kiss? I will take Lilith. I will take the tape off, or we can kiss each other wearing tape. Or we don't, you don't always need to kiss. We could just rub each other's mouths against each other. I mean, if you're in bed with me and I'm wearing tape and you're wearing tape, I mean, it's not. I think we can approve of other people sleeping better, Lilith. I think we can. It must be awful to have tape over your mouth, says Kate. Well, in the beginning, it was very scary. I said to Rose, listen, who was in my bed? Can you believe that? He said to me, I know you want to pretend that I'm not a lover, but whatever. And I said, if I can't breathe, can you help me? Because I was super, super afraid I would die. You're right about that, Kate. It could be awful. It could be awful. It sounds horrible. It sounds like I can't do that. I can't tape up my mouth. I'm going to die in the middle of the night. But you don't die in the middle of the night. Any female in bed with Lewis is probably already taped up. Says Mr. Cuff. That's proper. That's really funny. And MC Scott laughs at that. It's staggering that we all listen to this day after day. I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry. I mean, don't you think I feel bad about this stream? What are you swallowing? Yeah, you have to swallow your spit. You don't have to spit up. And I used to use a thing, whatever the thing is called. I used to use whatever the thing is called. They'd have to do mouth to nose resuscitation if they found them in bed, not breathing. Yeah, they'd have to suck on my nose. Now you could take the thing off. Phlegm can settle in your lungs. You get pneumonia. And you know what causes that? What causes tuberculosis? Carbs cause, and being unhealthy causes tuberculosis. There's no such thing as tuberculosis. I mean, there is a thing as tuberculosis, but it's not caused. Hold on a second. Someone is calling me, so I'm gonna have to. Just give me a second. Give me a second. Sorry, I said it to the wrong person. I'm sorry. I know this is not professional, but it is what it is. It is what it is. What do you say? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's really nice. I'm not talking about this. We're not talking. I don't want to reveal too many things. I got a message. I got a message. I'm not a winner. I'm not a winner, but I'm not totally a loser. Am I a loser? I might be a loser. But this phlegm thing, John Miller, is a bunch. Okay, we got a contribution in Patreon. Let's just hope it works. Let's just hope it works. Let's just hope it works. Kate Gwynn is off for a shower. Okay, is that to turn me on, Kate Gwynn? Would you allow a cough for someone having a heart attack? No. Do you need that? I don't know. I don't know if you need that. I don't know if you need to cough. No, it was my friend Russ in New York. My friend Russ. Wonder if you could use any type of tape. No, you can't use any kind of tape. You use the micro pore tape. I tried a lot of different things. You can buy a thing that wraps under your chin to put your chin up. Didn't work for me. I don't want to reveal too many things. I don't. I reveal too many things as it is. Joodles. What do you want me to reveal? I don't want to reveal everything. And you don't. And we don't. You don't want to know everything that I do. Donate to Patreon. Yeah, with someone who contributed to Patreon. Thank you, Kermit. Contribute to Patreon. I'm saving people's lives here. Did you opt for let's just hope it works rather than thank you? Well, let's hope what works. To who? To who? I don't know what that's in reference to, Joodles. Kate. Mr. Cuff says, we don't believe you that you're going off to take a shower. It doesn't sound like a legitimate excuse. It doesn't sound like it. Remember when women used to say, I can't go out with you. I have to take a shower. Or my hair is wet or something like that. Do you remember? I remember that. They used to say that to me. To me. What excuses do women use nowadays? You basically drown. That's a fact, Lewis. Yes, but coughing actually causes more irritation, which causes more drowning. Let's hope that works. I believe that. I think you can sue Joe. You can sue Joe. You're telling Joe sue. Epoxy resin would be a fun change from tape, says MC Scott. Good joke. I guess I spewed during my last heart attack. What does spewed mean? You like spit up stuff? Yeah, I've already forgotten. I don't know what I'm talking about. It was in reference to the Patreon contribution. Yeah, thank you. It's in reference to that. Ruben, how do you know it was your last heart attack? That's grim, Alan. That's like really grim. You're saying he's going to have another heart attack. If Ruben listens to me, he won't have another heart attack. Or maybe he will. You know, you got to die of something. How old are you again, Ruben? You like my age, right? My interview angle was that coughing would get you sent to hospital and killed during the scandemic. Yeah, that was true. Well, it was true. I was laying down right here, and I had the COVID, and everybody was like in a panic, and all I wanted to do was sleep and not cough. This is how you take care of yourself when you have a cold, which COVID is a cold, or the flu is just a cold. Okay. Oh, well, you're forgiven, Alan. Is you need to get warm. Warm is very important. You need to stop coughing. Very important. You need to sleep. Very important. This is how you get well. You need to not drink sugary drinks. Don't apologize, Alan. I already donated to that Lonely Park trainer for your crimbo. That's your girlfriend. There's Joodles using the thing. This is how we get well. They're talking about this super flu lie. That bunch of lying CUNTS. They're lying CUNTSs. But let me just say thank you to Kermit for the information about Patreon. Why not we've been here an hour. Can you like the stream? Subscribe to the stream? Can we go on Twitter right here? Can we go on the Discord? How about that? Can we make a contribution to Ko-fi? Lewis, what is your opinion on spicy chilies? I just had one and it burned my mouth. It was like a ghost chili. I read spices have benefits. What do you think, Alex? As is Alex asking this question. I think you should stay away from spices. I mean, I would say stay away from spices. You don't need them. And are spices toxic? They're probably a little bit toxic. A little bit toxic. I mean, the problem is people who eat spicy food, they feel they need to be reminded that they're eating. What do you think about it? Thank you, Kermit. You can go on Twitter, Discord, okay? You can go on Ko-fi. You can buy the stream a cup of coffee, okay? Well, if you tape your mouth shut, I wouldn't have got in there. It wouldn't have gotten in there to burn. Well, you shouldn't eat with your mouth taped up. Kermit. It's not protein or pure fat. Lewis thinks it will kill you, including medicine for some reason. Yeah, I think most, yeah. The only thing that works with medicine, this is what I believe. Let's ask Lewis Schaffer, Dr. Schaffer. The only thing that works with medicine are the side effects. Like if you need to sleep, you take a first generation antihistamine. It puts people to sleep. It wasn't designed to put people to sleep. If you need, all the drugs, it's always the side effects that work. Viagra, the side effect was that thing, but it was actually designed to lower your blood pressure. Okay, I put some raw chilies onto my Vindaloo. Says Lud. That's pretty funny. Kerry Mack is here. Oh, we haven't seen her in so long. Hello, Kerry Macca. I hope you're keeping well. Yes, I'm doing very well. How have you been doing? This is Northern Ireland coming for a visit. Welcome back. Welcome into the group. Well, not welcome in. You're in the group, but welcome back. Carbs are the root of all diseases and tragedies, including plane crashes. Yes, it makes people crazy. And every plant will kill you if you eat it. Them's the rules. That's my rules. That's not your rules. You can follow your own rules. What is Kerry Macca doing? Tell us what you're up to up there in Northern Ireland. You don't have to, but it would be nice. Judel says hello. She's also from Northern Ireland. Side effects don't render the medicine useless, though. It doesn't. But is it effective? Does it have any other side effects that are dangerous? People put up with it because they have to take them. Why do they have to take them, Noam? Remember, you're 19 years old. Why do people have to take any medication? Just because some doctor says that? You don't medicate yourself for fun unless you're a crackhead. Well, I think medication should only be used for fun. And when the doctor prescribed it, it's like that song. The one that your doctor gives you doesn't do anything at all. Go ask Alice. You know that song? Go ask Alice. Go ask Alice. Lyrics. Do you remember that? Go ask Alice. One pill makes you larger and one pill makes you small. The ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. So you go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall. And if you go chasing rabbits, you know you're gonna fall. So don't go chasing a rabbit. Tell them that hookah smoking caterpillar has given you the call. Call Alice when she was just small. When the men on the chessboard get up and tell you where to go. What a great song. What an absolute great song. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, that's that song, Go Ask Alice. It doesn't do anything at all. I'm against medicine. I'm sorry. I'm against taking medicine. Carbs do make people crazy. Go Google diabetes and mental illness. Go Google high sugar in the blood and mental illness. Go Google hyperglycemia and mental illness. Yes. How lovely. Okay, hi. Joe Warrior says hi to Kerry Macca. What did I miss what Kerry said? Kerry said, "Thank you for welcoming me back. I've been busy getting ready for Christmas as family coming is home from Australia." Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's a busy time. No excuses. No excuses. No excuses. No excuses. You're gonna have a lovely Christmas, says Mr. Cuff. We're the loveliest people here. You people are the loveliest. I'm not lovely. I'm horrible. I'm telling you, don't take your medicine. I just had a revelation. They said Hitler was a vegetarian and had a soft spot for animals, therefore little to no protein and fat. And look what he did. Carbs really are the root of all evil. Well, I mean, that taken by itself is not enough evidence, but it's more proof, possibly. It's more proof. He didn't get enough protein and he was eating a high carb diet. I get berated for it for too many times, Scott. No more admissions of splutter laughs for me. Yeah. Thank you very much, Joodles. I'm mean to you. That's mean. That's mean. No, Joodles, I haven't as yet, but I will look it up. And yes, it's going to be busy for sure. Well, Christmas should be busy. We should remember these Christmases. We should remember way back in the day when this country used to celebrate Christmas. I'm not going into that anymore. MC Scotty's, it's a crying shame. And then I have my voluntary work at the farm keeping me busy too. Is there such a thing as a voluntary work? Is work voluntary? Can it ever be voluntary? Can you have a thing called voluntary work? Carbs are the root. Have you Googled carbs, carbohydrates, elevated blood sugar levels, hyperglycemia, and mental illness? Why don't you do what's her name? Eads. What's the woman's name? What's the woman? Georgia Eads. Google Georgia Eads. Georgia Eads. And mental ill health. You're suffering from mental health. There we go. Here we go. Look this woman up. It is Lucy Van Pelt. It is evidence. It's one bit of evidence. You need a lot of evidence. But this link that I just put up here, can you see the link that I just put up here? This link leads to this woman, Georgia Eads. Georgia Eads. Also, go up the thing. Kermit posted the Patreon link and then the PayPal link and then the Ko-fi link. So that's really important. That's really important. But was Hitler a vegetarian? Yes. Did he do bad things? Yes, he did bad things. He did bad things. That's what I believe. I used to work at Woolies, says Mr. Cuff. It was mental busy at Christmas, but really enjoyable. Yeah, that's what people need. They need a busy shop. They need a busy shop, says Mr. Cuff. They have the solution to overpopulation and world hunger. The Turks called cannibals yam yam. I wonder why. I don't get that. Well, why would people eat other humans? Because they thought it was good for them. And it probably is good for them. My mom used to set out all the donkeys and the unicorns at Woolworths when my son was in the buggy. A hell of a noise. We weren't popular with the staff. Used to set off all the donkeys and unicorns in Woolworths when my son was in his buggy. What does that mean, used to set off? What does that mean, Joe? I've still got a teddy from Woolies that was bombed in my town. Smoke damage, and they sold him for 10p. Those were the days. Yeah, you get a bargain out of having your town bombed. If you ever needed clothes, sweets, electrical items, or a record from the top 40, yeah, you used to go to Woolworths. And that's the amazing thing. You can't buy any of those products that Woolworths sold. You can't buy a needle and thread anywhere. You can't buy a birthday card anywhere. You can't buy candy. They don't sell candy anymore. Ever since Woolworths closed, we would steal from the pick and mix. You put Woolworths out of business, John Miller. Bad person. Press all the buttons for the noise. Oh, I see. I used to do that too. I was bad. A lot of my vinyl collection came from Woolies back in the 80s. The bargain bin, yes. And you can't buy records anywhere. There's no way to get music because Woolworths is closed. People have stopped listening to music, Darklands. Am I right? Who? Hitler? Yes, part of it was Hitler's fault. And part of the fault was he was a vegetarian. And a bit of a junkie too at parts of times. Considering I'm the only one that hasn't witnessed a Woolies, what befell them? John Miller would steal from the pick and mix. It used to be a very trusting country, and then people like John Miller came in. Alan Williams has a thing for Michelle Dewsbury. I think Home Bargains or B&M kind of took over for the odds and the sods. Yes, they did. I was making a joke. Was his family abusive? No. I didn't know that. I don't know if Hitler's family was abusive, but his mother had cancer, and they tried to cure his mother, and his mother had a horrible death, and he was like totally heartbroken. I read that about the man. Woolworths failed. Here comes Kermit, and I can believe a lot what Kermit says because he's a man. But Kermit says that Woolworths failed primarily due to mounting debt, increased competition from other retailers, and a failure to adapt to changing market conditions. The company went into administration in the late 2008. Yes, Kermit, yeah. Well, that's what happens. You know, if you've got an entire store for records, say, let's just take records, even though it went out of, is that people are going to go visit an entire, I want a record. I'll go to the superstore and see what they have. I saw that in the whatchamacallit. There's a guy, I forget what the guy's name is, but he's got a whole, I forget what his name is. Okay. His father was, yes, very much so. His mother was normal, and I think, but they separated for some reason in his early 20s. Maybe she died. She did die. She died of cancer. And he was left homeless in Vienna. I also stole sweets, says Joe. Okay, we're going to blame Joe. Joe and what's his name for stealing sweets? Joe and John Miller. It was a thing and a kind of a badge of honor in the 1970s. That late Kermit, crikey, I thought it was way before then that he died. Oh, that the store closed in 2008. I mean, I think it's still open in Australia. It's closed in America. People used to talk about how easy it was to steal stuff at the American Woolworths. And, American Woolworths. I hope that splutter was recognition. I can't believe that because Kermit is a man. I can believe that, yes. I can believe that because Kermit is a man, Joodles. Yes, because I believe men. Why is that wrong? I believe men. I believe men. Not all the time. You can't always believe men. I think Hitler was a man, and I don't believe him. I nicked so much pick and mix from Willie's. That's 3 of you criminals on my stream. This is a show for pick and mix criminals. One summer, and my cousin went every day. Oh my God. Oh my God. Didn't Hitler allow his mother's Jewish doctor to leave Germany? I don't know about that, but I know he had tremendous respect for another Jewish doctor who he let live, which is Otto Warburg. That's an interesting question. Could you check that out? Could you Google that? So I can continue talking shite to these people. We're almost done, so hurry, Lucy. Check that. Just Google, did Hitler allow his mother's Jewish doctor? I mean, they tried to cure the cancer, but they should have listened to Otto Warburg, who is a German doctor. But he basically said, you gotta fast. You've got to fast. In the American Woolworths, if you got caught stealing a couple of caramels, you'd get time in the chain gang. I don't think that was true at the time. I mean, crime wasn't as bad, but maybe, I don't know. I haven't heard of that. This is what, no, but I did have a Jewish friend he would hang out with, and her daughter, who you would hang out with and keep in touch through letters. Borman hushed them aside. Oh, that he would hang out. Borman hushed them aside, though in the midst of a war. Well, that's what they do. I don't know whether that's true. They will say somebody who is unbelievably anti-Semitic, and they will accuse them of being a Jew themselves. Say, oh, it's the Jews killing themselves. You know, basically, no, I don't believe that. I brought a DVD recorder from Willie's, but the clock ran slow, so it recorded random stuff and missed the end of programs. Yeah, there's some really bad electronic stuff done at the time, cheap stuff that Alan Sugar made, supposedly. Boots used to sell hi-fi stuff. I remember going in with 400 pounds to get the one I wanted, and the camp guy made some joke about giving me the wrong one. I got back and opened it. It was the 700-pound one. Did you pay 700 pounds for it, Kermit? Yeah, because he hated it so much. That's what happens with these big stores. Eventually, people lose the pride in the stores. Okay. Are you sure Starmer is a man, Steve? Mr. Cuff. Some say he was a robot. When you think about it, you never see him out in the rain, do you? He could rust. Okay, I don't know. That's not where we should end the show, but we're going to end the show here. I want to thank you guys for being here. I think it's been amazing. Do you know how many people are watching at the present time? I want to thank you, Kermit, for everything that you've done. Joodles for putting up with me. Mr. Cuff. Joe Warrior for being beautiful, beautiful, and beautiful. For Lucy. Van Pelt for being gruffy and beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Kate Gwynn, who's taking a shower right now, and Lewis Schaffer is thinking of Kate Gwynn, who I've never seen what you look like, but you're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Gnome Hunter, young and smart and very interactive, which I do appreciate. Andrew Rubin, thank you very much. Alan Williams, MC Scott, thank you. Thank you for coming in and being here. Lud, a big part of my life, Lud. Thank you very much. Thank you. Claire, who's not here right now, she had to leave, but thank you very, very much. Okay, I appreciate you being here. Is that everybody? If I forget John Miller, who's a thief, stealing, you're not a thief, but thank you very much for coming in. Lilith for coming back, for Kerry Macca, for saying hello. Thank you, Kerry Macca. Thank you, Kerry Macca. If I don't mention your names, anybody who's here, Just say, hey, Lewis, what about me? What am I, chopped liver? No, you're not. I just forgot to mention your name. I'm trying my best. I'm trying to make each of these shows better and better. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make these shows more interesting, at least for me, and maybe for you. I mean, I did not look at the time. I looked at the time like a couple of times. Yeah, I got to look at the time. But sometimes I'm thinking, oh my God, I can't keep my eye. Remember in the early parts of these shows, I couldn't keep my eyes open. Do you remember that? Alex, thank you, Alex. Brilliant, brilliant Alex. Do you remember? I couldn't keep my, now I can. Maybe I'm being more interesting. Maybe you're being more interesting. John Miller again. I'll say hello. I'll say thank you to John Miller. I'll say thank you. You can all say that internationally famous celebrity Lewis Schaffer. Cellaire. I mean, I used to go wandering around there when my kids were young. Darklands is here. Have I forgotten anybody? Who would like me to say a prayer? Lewis, read my comment above. In 1940, he let him escape in 1940. Okay. Well, you know what that means. That means, you know what it means, Lucy Van Pelt? It means that the mustache man, I'll call him that rather than use his name, was a great guy. He was 6 badges. There you go. I forgot to say hello to 6 badges. So Lucy Van Pelt said that the mustache man let the Jewish doctor escape from Nazi Germany in 1940, saving his life. I don't know what that means. I'm going to have to check that out. But we're going to check it out. I couldn't agree more, Lewis. He was a legend. Okay. So I'll see you later. Let's say a quick prayer. Dear Lord, God of the universe, God of the solar system, God of the earth, creator of humans, including us, who looks over us and everyone who believes in him, and maybe people who don't believe in him. But we pray to you to make Lewis Schaffer's live stream a huge, massive success. Way more than 23, Mr. Cuff, way more than 23 million followers. Way more than over 30 people watching. Way more. We pray to you, not because we want to see other people here, but because I don't even know why. Why do we need more followers than what we've got now? We've got enough. Now, amen. Amen. Tonight's show, 10:30. I may be a bit late for tonight's show. I may be a bit late. Or I may be early. We may have to skip tonight's show because I'm doing something, which I will tell you about later. It's not a paid gig, but it could lead to paid work or whatever. But I'm invited to something. And so I don't know if I'm going to be here at 10 o'clock. Amen. Be women. I now understand what that means. I should have asked. I normally ask. I didn't ask Kermit what that means. Be women, C trans, and D intersex. I remember all 3 of those things. Thank you very much, Lucy and Joodles and whatever. C trans, Mr. Cuff. Yeah. So I don't know if we're going to have a show tonight. But if not, if we don't have a show, I'll see you tomorrow at 5. Or possibly I'll sign up. Yes. 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 Yes, to the person who sent me a message, yes. Okay, so we'll see you. So if I don't see you, if I don't come back in time, okay, I will see you tomorrow. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You guys have been amazing. I love you. I love you. I love you. Okay, let's hope he does. I love you. I love you, everybody. Thank you very much, Lucy Van Pelt. D intersex. Shouldn't it be D dash intersex? Okay, don't say you cope. I don't want to hear that you're going to cope. E-goats. E-goats. I was thinking egoats. E-goats. So here is the thing. I want you people to say, oh my God, Lewis Schaffer, I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss you. Let's do that. Okay, we'll see you later, everybody. I love you.